Top 5 most complimented fragrances for men that you can buy today. Now, of course, there are fragrances that have been around for such a long time. Some of them are tried and true. They have achieved a really high reputation in terms of being huge compliment getters. These are 5 fragrances that I inevitably still recommend. All of these have a wow factor. They have a certain charm about them, and you can almost guarantee that if you're wearing any one of these fragrances, and I have both designer and niche in this list, you will get compliments. So I'm very excited to share this list with you in just a moment, so make sure to stay tuned. Now, before I begin today's episode and I talk to you about these 5 most complimented fragrances for men, all of these have a certain wow factor about them. You can rest assured that you will get compliments. Heads will turn. People will take time out of their day. As long as you're social and friendly and you have a positive demeanor, they will take time out of their day to let you know that you smell wonderful. And of course, good hygiene is also a must. I want to start this video off first by saying that if you're a fan of fragrance-related content, and of course, if you love smelling your best, hit subscribe, hit the bell, and give this video a thumbs up for the algorithm. It would really, really mean a lot to me. So let's just go ahead and start things off by revealing the fragrance in the number 5 spot, and this is a niche fragrance, okay? So this one is going to be several $100s. Chances are, because of its popularity, you've already tried it, but in the instance that you have not, I would recommend sampling this one at scentsplit.com. Not a sponsored video. I am not getting paid anything to promote them, but it's a service that I've been utilizing since 2014. I can't recommend it enough. You want to purchase an affordable decant, 5 milliliters, 10 milliliters, heck, even 1 milliliter. Just try the fragrance first. I know a lot of people are living in more remote areas where they can't necessarily afford to visit a Bergdorf Goodman or a Neiman Marcus or something like that. So please check out ScentSplit. The first one I want to talk about is Elysium by Roja Parfum. Now, my goodness, I know this fragrance is available in a couple different concentrations. You have the Parfum Pour-Homme, and then you also have the Parfum Cologne concentration. That one is going to be more diffusive. This one is going to be longer lasting. I own both of them, and I purchased this one, I think, from Lucky Scent. You can get a sample there too. This is an amazing, bright, citrusy type of a fragrance. Lemon, grapefruit, bergamot, orange. I mean, it opens up so bright, so refreshing. And of course, in terms of compliment getters from Roja Parfum, you have this one. You have Isola Bleu, which used to be called Oligarch. You also have Oceania. I have such good luck with Oceania. And then there's also Apex. Apex is a very spicy lavender type of a fragrance. I don't want to confuse you, and I don't want to overcomplicate the matter. If you're looking for the number 1 best-selling fragrance from this brand, which also happens to be the biggest compliment getter, it is incontrovertibly Elysium. The next fragrance that I want to recommend, okay, some more affordable options now. This is a newer release from the brand. You can opt for the original. It's totally up to you. But by Gucci, this is Gucci Guilty Love Edition. And then I believe this one is, what, 2024, I'm guessing. So this is a very bright, citrusy orange blossom scent. So it has a little bit of a floral personality, but it's not feminine by any stretch of the imagination. I know a lot of gentlemen raise the proverbial eyebrow when you mention floral ingredients. And of course, there are some gender bender fragrances out there, like the original Dior Homme, which utilizes iris, which smells a little bit like lipstick or a cosmetic bag or whatever. But this one, orange blossom, and there's a lot of, believe it or not, I have another one here that I may as well kind of throw into the list as an honorable mention. Why Le Parfum? Now, this fragrance also has orange blossom with with vanilla and amber in the dry down. So both of these are going to be really classic, masculine, yet contemporary and modern orange blossom olfactive expressions. You can really go with either one. This one is going to be a bit denser and longer lasting. This one is going to be more vibrant, and the Gucci Guilty line has historically gotten gentlemen tons of compliments, myself included. The original Gucci Guilty, the intense version, the black version, Gucci Guilty Black, which has a bit of a green motif inside the label. It doesn't matter which one you get. Both of these are going to be amazing. But I'm just letting you know, aesthetically, they're kind of similar because they both utilize orange blossom. All right, let's go with another designer just to keep the designer train rolling for a bit. Bleu de Chanel Parfum. Now, I have all of them. The Parfum version, this is the one with Timothy Chalamet in the advertising campaign, if I'm remembering correctly. So it's amazing, right? Bleu de Chanel Parfum is one of the most iconic men's fragrances, and every single time I smell this stuff, I'm reminded of how good it is. The magnetic cap is so satisfying. Distribution on the atomizer is incredible. And as you can see, I have worn about 90% of it. I have a practically empty bottle here, which reminds me I will need to take a trip to either Macy's or Sephora or something and just to restock on this beautiful, beautiful fragrance, unless the folks at Chanel care to watch this video and they want to send me a bottle. I'm not going to say no, although they probably don't know I exist. Bleu de Chanel Parfum, amazing. Grapefruit, incense, very bright and zingy, but at the same time, it has this refined, complex, masculine personality that I truly do enjoy. The next fragrance I want to talk about, let's just get it out of the way, Creed Aventus. I've been wearing this fragrance since 2010, 2011, and I will always have a bottle of this in my collection. It is a humongous, and I noticed that the glass on my bottle chipped. Well, that's a bummer. I have owned over a dozen bottles of Creed Aventus, including the really big flacon, and I've had the 3.4 ounce bottles. This one I picked up from Max Aroma, so you can check them out if you'd like. Sample it at ScentSplit. Creed Aventus, pineapple, apple, blackcurrant, birch tar, vanilla. It's a little smoky. It has a bit of a saccharine personality on account of the pineapple, the freshness on account of the bergamot. It's a beautiful fragrance. Hints of apple, gorgeous, gorgeous fragrance. Now, I know a lot of people are tired of the Aventus DNA. If you are one of those folks, my apologies for the last minute and a half as I was recounting what I feel of the smell of Creed Aventus, but I must let you know, there is a fragrance out there that smells similar to Aventus in the sense that this is a fruity chypre. However, it has more masculinity to it. And I say that because there's this predominating note of oak moss that is residing in the base. I don't even know if it's expressed in the note breakdown. I'm just saying my nose can perceive it. So it has a bit of an earthier dry down, and it is such a wonderful fragrance. By Gritti, this one is called Decimo. If you want to purchase this fragrance, you may do so at soavantgarde.com. Wow. So this one, every time I forget it exists. I forget this fragrance exists. And then when I remind myself that I have it, I go like 3, 4, 5 days consecutively wearing this one because I love this one so much. It can also be compared to Orion by Tiziana Terenzi. I know that's kind of an obscure frame of reference or an obscure comparison, but if you've tried that one, there's a very good likelihood that you're also going to love Decimo by Gritti. What a beautiful fragrance. And I know the brand has so many wonderful fragrances. I know there's another one. Is it called 1968, if I'm remembering correctly? That one is kind of in the vein of a Dior Sauvage, but I'm telling you, Gritti by, or Decimo by Gritti rather, phenomenal fragrance, especially if you're tired of Creed Aventus just because it's played out, but you still love Creed Aventus and you're looking for a long-lasting, dare I say, more masculine expression of Creed Aventus, Decimo is the way to go. Hey, thank you so much for watching 5 of the most complimented fragrances for men that you can purchase today, and I highly recommend all of these. And I know despite how long some of these fragrances have been around, I think they still have several more decades under their belt. So thank you for watching. Drop your comment down below. What is your most complimented fragrance for men or women? We can start a discussion and we can help one another in the comment section, especially if you found one that has been doing very well for you. Share the wealth, right? Don't gatekeep, please. That's why I love sharing my selections and my thoughts with you, women and gentlemen out there. But thank you so much for watching. If you took anything of value from today's episode, of course, I would really appreciate it if you would consider supporting the channel by clicking subscribe, hitting the bell, and giving this video a thumbs up for the algorithm. It would really mean a lot to me. So thanks again for watching. I love you all, and we'll see you tomorrow with a new episode. Bye.